everybody! Welcome on back to And We Went Out Roving, where I take my illustrious, delightful friends through terrible, horrifying situations where things never ever go wrong.
At least you're partially honest with that.
What do you mean partially honest? Are you saying that you're not delightful?
Oh, we're delights. You make things less delightful.
Wow. I am hurt.
Everyone's choosing violence this
Wounded.
morning.
Wounded.
Roll full of sassafras.
Well, that's the stream, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Hey, listen, okay? Listen, okay? I don't have no. It's like my boyfriend's gone.
Yeah, and you're only just now realizing it. But yes, welcome back, everyone. As you do know, we are Saffron is no longer with us, despite the cards, and we're still getting that stuff all sorted and taken care of. But thank you all for joining us on this session of And We Went Out Roving. Pieces where there's a lot left to pick up after a unfortunate turn at the very end of the last session, where there was frankly, a whole lot of different combats and emotional turmoil went down. The end of the tournament came to a close as an announcement, a proclamation was being made by the Grand Merchant Overduke to the last remaining teams. And during that which, a trio of them, led by the performers of the Last Rites of AWWOR, combined what appeared to be one of the other teams with one of the others to create a horrific flesh and metal monstrosity that towered over as a tall structure within the center of the Colosseum itself, and began to lash out with deadly rays at this point in time, while two other groups split in separate directions. The Merchant Overdukes departing and seeming to vanish and run away, smiles of glee on their faces as what was transpiring, while the last performers of the Rites of AWWOR disappeared through a portal. The three remaining groups took it upon themselves then to discuss as very quickly while this monstrosity was pulling itself together as to who would handle what, as a barrier shimmered up into place within the Colosseum itself. And the Marked decided to traipse and to go after the Merchant Overdukes, while the War Mothers would be fighting against the large construct, and the Bound Words quickly chased after through the portal the last performers of the Rites of AWWOR. The groups split, now heading to their different goals and task set. Our particular group found themselves in combat with a number of draconic humanoids that seemed to have enraptured the various different guards and fall them into what appeared to be the very edge of the Nine Hells, into a treasure room filled with coin and armament and beauty and treasures far exceeding what many of them had ever even dreamed of. A lasting combat ensued, where before our eventual compatriots found themselves emerging triumphant, and being able to rescue the last few guards from their, for practical terms, enslavement of the mind, and freeing them from this control. We're able to return back to the Colosseum itself, where the other two groups have also been successful in their task, but not without some significant losses. The War Milfs now down 2 members, with only a trio with 3 of them remaining, but all the construct now within the coils of an enormous gold dragon, being now crushed within it down into the ground itself, while the Bound Words found themselves kneeling over the still body of the Fade. a dagger plunged through their heart. And for those who in the knowledge know how, recognizing it as a blade of Thay, in which, for as many know, there is no coming back from aside from a true resurrection or wish spell. The groups at this point in time, in their moments of mourning, were approached by this now turned elderly monk individual who approached Saffron and offered them a chance to train and to embrace a path of self-found freedom for themselves amongst the monks of the Yellow Rose far to the north. And Saffron, finding a new calling within their heart and hands, accepted the offer and bid farewell to the various different individuals, including Shinjiro and Raya and Allegan and Ateris and Tanarel, and with that departed freedom in their heart and mind, and looking out upon a wide blue vista after some heartfelt goodbyes. And that is where we find ourselves resuming. The three of you, and as well as Shinjiro, has kind of turned back now to their compatriots of the Bound Words. The three of you watching in the fading distance as that glimmer of shimmering gold departs across the clear blue sky, the clouds from this event washing away until it is no longer visible, except a distant sparkle. At this point in time, you can see there are people who are beginning to kind of filter in and out through the various different stands and different individuals and guards and representatives kind of making their way down through and beginning to kind of comb through the different rubble and wreckage that have been caused by this massive monstrosity. The three of you, now kind of like off to the side, have had a moment in time to kind of take a breath, but everything is still very raw, very fresh in the wounds. So, what would you all like to do?
I'd like to look over to Ryan and see how they're handling this at the moment.
Make an insight check.
Insight. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so that's how we feel right there. I rolled a 2, so that is going to be a 5.
That seems appropriate for the situation.
21.
D, how does Raya appear in this situation?
A lot has happened in a short amount of time. A lot of big things right there. And for the first time since y'all went on this adventure, Ryan's kind of going through this alone, and he does not quite know how he feels about it. But he's just writing in a journal, but is like, that there's a difference between writing and him just idly doodling in the page just to keep his hand moving. And he's stuck on the page that he ended up pressing that messed up rose that Sappy gave him. And he's very quiet.
I think kind of motioning for Ateris to head over to Raya, I'm going to see if there's any other injuries, either in like the arena itself or nearby, that need taken care of.
Sure, make a perception check.
Good. Perception isn't great, but that's okay. Because I'm rolling really fucking well. Holy shit, that's another 21, 18 plus 3.
You can see that there's a couple of scars, bruises, cuts on both the bound words as well as also the war mothers, but they're kind of tending to them themselves. In the stands, you can see that there's some amount of people that are being tended to from like crushed fallen rubble or similar that are being helped by people who are coming in. You can see there are also a number of people who are almost openly weeping, as more than a few of them appear to be kind of picking up ash or dust and watching as it kind of tumbles through your fingers, and you would recognize the telltale signs of disintegration. There's not, ironically enough, there's not a lot of whole casualties in this sense, or in terms of wounded casualties, but it looks like those that died were very quickly and efficiently brutalized. The large construct is still there. Like you can see, like much of its form now, like broken and crushed, is still kind of lying that large gap within the edge of the Colosseum itself where the dragon had left it. You can see that there's definitely a couple of individuals, and you would recognize Brom, who's there, who's kind of like looking down and kind of beginning to kind of go over it and inspect it at this point. You still have not heard from the Alabaster at this point in time, which concerns you. But aside from that, you don't see anybody that's like particular in need of emergency help.
I think seeing that I'm not really needed right now, I'm just going to let Ateris and Raya know that I'm going to try to see if I can find my boy in the Undercroft, and head to see if I can find him.
Okay. So you head on down, and we'll get back to it in a second. Ateris, what are you doing?
Ateris recognizes that look on Raya. It's something that she has seen many times. It's something that she's experienced herself. So I think she sort of wanders over and just kind of, if he's sitting, sits beside him. If he's standing, stands nearby.
He's sitting at this point, so yeah.
She'll sit down beside him. The song is ended, but the melody lingers on. You'll meet up again.
I know. I know. But
It's okay to feel.
I don't. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm not used. I'm not unused to just leave as just parting ways with friends and seeing them later. Hell, I think this is the first time where I was with someone who wasn't Newark for such a long time traveling together. That does it get easier?
In time. It's okay to feel selfish things. To want them to be here. To want to be there. what the two of you had was different. And it's okay to grieve the loss, even if it's only temporary. She'll sort of give him a bit of a pat on the knee. Don't become me. Don't let it jade you.
That's... Are you kidding? If I let that happen, I'm probably going to get sucker punched faster than I can blink, and then that's gonna be gone. Just thinking, hey, didn't I tell you not to be sad with me gone? You got your own stuff to do. I can't do Zach's.
Raya.
He does it so much better.
Raya.
You don't.
You're allowed to feel sadness as well as joy. Process that. Experience it. Feel it. Just don't hold on to it. That's when it becomes resentment.
I think I'm going to go back to the wagon. You should.
We all
You
should.
should go. Yeah, you should follow Maligan. I'll take. I can take Tannerl if you don't mind. I don't think I'd.
Yeah. She places her hand on his shoulder as she sort of stands. It's very much that, almost like when you've had that like awkward conversation with your dad where he's actually been emotional, and he just kind of places his hand on your shoulder, gives it like that like squeeze of like, it'll be okay, bud. She awkwardly does that, sort of stands up and nods. You know where I'll be if you need me.
Yeah, you're kind of terrible at this. It's.
Yeah, I am.
Hey, but you don't have to worry about me too much. I'll just keep walking like I always do. But I know when to stop for a little bit.
And she'll nod.
Alright. Come on, boy, let's go.
And everyone will kind of give a momentary pause, give the terrace a lick on the face, and then go with Raya.
I think just before he does leave, she'll sort of, Araya,
Yes?
I'm glad we still travel together. Thanks for having my back.
Oh. Raya doesn't face a terrorist, but he does give like a small nod. You can see through him. It looks like he's trying not to cry right there. That almost sets him right on the edge. He doesn't want to cry. He doesn't want to cry in the middle of a Roman Coliseum.
She'll just sort of give a knowing nod and continue on towards Allegan.
Right. So you go after Allegan at this point in time. What you catch up to is the two of you are kind of making your way down to the Undercroft at this point in time. All right. Allegan, you find yourself down there fairly quickly, so you can definitely tell that there are people who are kind of going into and around. There's people all around of different commoners, like many guards are now arriving. So you can see, although a number of them have like kind of this weird haze in their eyes, that they're just coming out of a dense fog. There's definitely something for them that they're just coming to now. And it's definitely clear for you to realize and see that many of the guards at this point in time have been befuddled and probably have been for a very long time.
Gotcha.
Like, you don't know whether or not if it's something just constant or always or has been for just a recent point in time, but you need to investigate more. But it definitely looks as if there was a definitive hold over the entire guard of the city itself. But as you continue on down into the space below, you already find the undercroft, and you find that that same central chamber with although the doors in front of it are closed, that you remember finding Rum Dusty Alabaster in beforehand.
Okay.
The doors are currently closed.
I will open them.
Right. They are currently locked. So you try to open them. There's no.
Then I will knock and see if I can get a response. I'm kind of calling out Alabaster. It is Elegant. I'm just making sure you are alright. I know you are probably busy.
Make a perception check for me, please. 11. You hear nothing beyond.
Can a terrorist do something?
You're
What
not
did
here.
you do? No, Terrace came with you.
Oh, okay.
A terrorist
If you
would-
allowed it.
Yeah.
If you would.
Yeah.
She's going to fish into the bag of holding and pull out the boots of knocking that Safi gave us and just kind of hold it and, not knowing if it's going to work or not, smack it against the door.
Nice.
Well, as they've already been used today,
God damn it.
they clack against the door and no effect takes place.
I don't know what I expected.
I'm honestly surprised that this is the attempt, but good job.
I can kick the door down if you need.
He may not be here, he may not be in the city, but
Terrace, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah.
yes, please get something better than my 8.
Look, if I get... I think it's physically impossible for me to get less than an 8.
I mean, you could get a 9.
Yeah. I did not, though. I got a 16 plus 8 is
24.
24. Thank you. Maths.
You would hear very, very, very faintly, like you're turning away and you just barely kind of catch this. A very small, high-pitched voice that says, "Hello? Is anyone out there?"
Oh my god, he got put in
Oh
a
my
little tiny...
god.
I know exactly what happens to him.
How large is this friend of yours?
Human sized? What kind of
Not
question is
anymore. Terrace is like now terrified she's gonna step on someone. And is going to try and break the handle to open the door.
They're trying to break down the door. So
that?
go
Why is
ahead
it
and make.
giving, like, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but as your parent, I'm coming in anyways.
Pretty much.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, okay. I'm a +7 for this, so I'm not the worst. That is an 18.
18. It takes you a little bit of time because you are not necessarily the strongest individual, but
Nope.
after a couple of minutes, you are able to rig off the door enough, like find a crowbar, like something to like pop the hinges off in some way, shape, or form.
She's
And
complaining the entire time, like, of course, Raya had to go back to the caravan right now. Of all the times we could use him to lock a pick. Pick a lock. Struggling with this. Like, grumbling to herself.
Lock a pick, that's no, Are you sure you did not hit your head?
I'm fine, I'm just...
clunk.
Oh, look, it's
And the you find yourself the door kind of finally like kind of now hanging out slightly off a hinge, and the door open partially as you find looking into the space beyond, which you recognize, Elegant, as that same place in the area beyond, that same large coliseum. And you see half finished in like kind of a model clay what appears to be an adult red dragon, like sitting within the Colosseum itself. Still the full model of the Colosseum you'd seen there, but the Colosseum itself looks intact at this point in time, full scale model. Over here! Help! 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 Oh my goodness! It's good to see you.
Alabaster,
Both of you go ahead and make investigation checks.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
We're looking for a very tiny wizard. And I'm checking the shelves where I knew he was. Like, he put his various models.
Sure.
Which isn't gonna help me much, because that's an 8.
For your investigation?
I think I just looked for perception. Oh, investigation's +8, so it's 5 + 8 is 13.
13, okay. And you, Terrace?
I got a 15.
15. It takes the two of you a bit of time, but luckily both along with Rumdus's persistent yelling, you eventually, Elegant, do find kind of up within those shelves and stuff what looks to be encased within a jar of crystal or glass. Looks to be a singular tower made of jade. You can see about the size of the tip of a pinky. Looks to be a very small, very irate wizard.
I see. I will...
Morgan, it's so good to see you!
You seem to be, struggling a bit, vertically. How do I fix this?
I am unsure. The magic is prevented from passing beyond the barriers of the container itself. I've tried to teleport, I've tried to planar travel, no messages get through.
This is, a conundrum.
Alec, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Desperately trying not to laugh at my tiny compatriot.
These people seem to enjoy making things smaller and trapping them in things.
No, that is just our friend. Natural 1.
Natural 1?
Yep.
Yeah, you know that this is a high-level spell, but you can't think of it at this point in time. You can't think of, like, the conditions that are part of it.
I will admit I am incredibly exhausted and maybe not at my best. I have no idea how to fix this.
You can't just open it.
No, that's probably a bad idea. If I pick this up, will I kill you?
They seem to be able to pick it up just fine, just don't shake it!
I wasn't planning on it. just carefully pick up my friend.
All right, you pick it up. It's as you kind of pick it up, it's about a one and a half foot tall jade tower within this glass kind of dome or like piece of, very much so kind of like the glass jar in Beauty and the Beast that holds the rose. It's very similar to like that. Instead of the rose, it's a jade tower within it.
Okay.
But you kind of pull it off the shelf and set it down to look at it. It appears it's an immaculate construction of a jade tower in itself, but it's like it is a fully realized model of an actual kind of classical wizard's tower.
Okay.
But it's, as far as you can tell, it's tightly sealed with the bottom of the container itself. You could try smashing it. You could try dispelling magic.
If I try to smash this, he's going to die.
There's a number of
And
different
that's
things you
just-
could theoretically try.
My friend, is this a case of destruction of an object is beneficial in the fact that you will be free, or do you think there may be adverse effects?
As far as I know, they did not leave any particular entrapment spell on it, but I cannot say for certain one way or the other. They, I was asleep when this, event took place. I did not have much say in it.
I see. In your expert opinion?
As my expert opinion, I would have to say that this is most likely some form of the imprisonment spell, which usually has a specific condition set or otherwise in order for it to trigger a release. But that's about as far as I can tell. The arcane runes are on the outer edges of the shell, and I cannot perceive that far.
Oh, that actually does help. Can I look at those and try to discern if I'm gonna
Sure.
kill my friend?
Go make another Arcana check.
Great. Let's not be a natural one. It's a 2. Fuck you.
I wasn't
13.
gonna say anything. I wasn't going to say anything. It's like, well, at least it's not a 1. But
I would tell.
Can I
I
please
would.
use the boon? How many boons do we have?
Yes, boon. Go for the boon, please.
Okay, it's a D6, right?
Yep.
yes.
For fuck's sake, are you kidding me?
Did you roll a
Did
1?
you roll a
Are you-
1?
No, I didn't.
you?
Thank God. No, but I fucking a
Did you roll
1
another
followed
2?
by a 2. No, I haven't rolled the D6 yet. I'm just
Oh,
complaining to
yes.
the gods as a whole. It's
Look.
a fucking 2. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna fight somebody. You're going in jail.
Look, compared to how well you rolled last session, I think
This is
there was a
punishment.
moment. This is punishment.
This is retribution. I am being bullied.
Thank you for the
Okay,
additional
So that brings you to
So-
a 13, I believe.
Oh, we got another boon.
Sure. Thank you for the
I think
boon.
because what are you plus 8 or are you plus
On Arcana?
yeah, are you plus 8 or plus 11?
11.
So
11.
then that's a 15. It's because you're the 2 plus 2 plus 11. So 15, which is decent enough. I would say with something like this, you would typically know that there are specific conditions that usually have to come to pass in order for this to at least naturally expire. In this probable situation, most likely there would have been an action or an object or something created by the caster of the spell that would have named a condition to occur.
Do I see something like that around?
Make an investigation check.
Don't be a fucking 2, I swear to God. And not a 3 either.
I was gonna say, if it's a 3.
It's not a 3.
It's a 4.
It's in 6 plus
Okay.
8 is 14. That's not bad.
14.
Gonna fight God.
Looking around at this point in time, it's nothing here looks out of place per se. Like it wasn't necessarily like tossed
Like a
or
big
thrown apart.
neon sign.
It's not a big neon sign or anything at this point in time. One thing though does catch your eye, and that looks like within the model itself that you beforehand hadn't particularly like taken when you'd first seen, you had not noticed this beforehand, but there does look to be a very well rendered and well portrayed individual that makes you think of the Overduke, the Grand Merchant Overduke, within the stance itself. About the same shape and size as Ramdas the Alabaster within the tower.
So wait, there's like a little statuette, or what is this?
Looks to be like a little statuette.
Okay. I will enjoy this, and I'm gonna smash it on the ground.
You pick it up and smash it on the ground, and inside is a small tuning fork.
Teres, if I turn very small, stand outside the room.
Terrace turns around. She's holding the model of the dragon. Okay.
Of course. I don't know why I'm surprised.
She will step out of the room and watch from the doorway.
Okay.
Valid. I'm gonna ring the tuning fork.
She's still holding the dragon.
Alright, you pick up the tuning fork. What do you do with it?
I ring the tuning fork.
Alright, you ring the tuning fork. Ting! It lets off a very fine chime.
No.
Make a investigation check.
Damn it. Nothing can ever be easy.
Nope.
Get above a 10. Thank you. 18 plus what? What was it? Investigation?
Yes.
That's 26.
26. You would see when you ring the tuning fork that the glass of the container also vibrates.
Okay. Ring it against it?
Is that a question or a statement? So which is it?
Ring it, and then touch it to the glass while it's vibrating.
Yeah.
Alright, so you ring it,
I will
and
do
you
that.
bring it close to the glass, and as you can see, you bring it close to the glass, you can see the glass starting to shake more violently. And you eventually touch it, and the glass, you can see and watch as cracks spiderweb all across it, and shatters. And you watch as the tower vanishes as Rumdus appears next to you.
Oh, thank God you're not dead.
And then you hear this very faint, high-pitched wee as you look as to where the base of the tower was, is a glyph of warding that triggers.
Fuck.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Elegant.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
God, probably not gonna be enough. 16.
16 is enough. 16 is the DC. Alright, so... Alright, so I need to make the number for Ramdas as well. Ramdas fails, but he's a little bit higher. Alright, so...
Squishy wizards.
I rolled low, so you take 9 points of fire damage then, Elegant.
Hooray!
As this glyph of warding, now that the trigger for the release has been moved and the glyph becomes visible, erupts into a almost breath or ball of fire in and around the area with a heavy and many of the papers and books and other items within this study are scorched and thrown about. You are able to kind of duck down just as Alabaster kind of like opens up eyes wide. It's like, good heavens! Whoa! And you can now pick back up a little, dusting a little bit of soot off your mantle. You can see he now has these very singed eyebrows and beard and bits and pieces of the cloak at this point in time. It's like, wow, goodness, that's. Oh, I need to... Where's my stuff? I have a bone to pick with those ninnies!
Well, there is,
I mean, I can give you their bones if you wish.
Beg your pardon?
Terrace looks at Elegant.
expired.
He leans real close and looks at you and kind of eyes like, by your hand?
Among others.
This will suffice. Oh, work to do, work to do. Oh, everything in shambles. Like, my collection is a mess. Ah.
Well,
It
I
came
am
upon
glad
me in
to
the
see
dark
you
of night, you know, and before I found it, I was being whisked into that topsy-turvy jade tower and put into a bottle like some specimen to be studied. It's not good on the other side, Hagen. It's not good.
Well,
One should
yes.
not become one's own study. One should not become one's own experiments.
Terrace looks pointedly at Elegant.
Alkin's gonna ignore that with everything within him. Indeed. But again,
Oh, yes.
glad
Oh.
to see you're all right.
Yes, thank you. It's good to see you again, my lad. Goodness, what an event this has been. Are the people safe? I can sure something must have gone down. I watched bits and chunks of rubble fall from the ceiling as there certainly must have been some event going on above, but I had nothing to do with it, I swear!
I am aware it was a necromantic construction as far as I could tell at a glance. But
There are a
everyone
lot
is
of
okay.
pieces at play.
Indeed, but the Overdukes are to blame. I am just glad you are alright.
Well, it sounds like then there's a great bit of mess to clean up then.
You don't even know the half of it. and I will lead our friend upstairs.
He will collect his things and travel up with the two of you and appropriately gasp and guffaw and then stare in stunned shock at the massive mechanical construct that is, at this point in time, you can see being looked over by now close to 2-3 dozen individuals. Many of them you can tell as the various different emissaries from the different cities at this point of time and overlooking it. And as Ramdas goes to join them at this point in time,
Oh, do I have
Shinju.
sight? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Within that group, do I see Lucasius and Soreen?
yes, Lucasius, Rum, and Serene are both in there. You remember seeing Lucasius being one of the original people to kind of get down there and begin to kind of study this thing.
Does
Okay,
a
I just wanna make
terrorist
sure they were
recognize anyone?
Make a perception check.
Curious after her past work with them. Perception. That is going to be a 27.
27. You can tell that there are a number of different members of different deific orders. Like you see representatives from most of the primary deities. Like you see Tyr, Torm, you see Helm, you see a number of the different gods of protection and preservation of life and similar. There's definitely certainly at least to be some amount of them. You would also recognize certainly at least a couple of various individuals from both Silvery Moon, as well as also then from Midabar, Adbar, and particularly a couple of dwarves who are actually like looking at the metal and in a heated discussion over it in something, some way, shape, or form. Are you observant, or are you just like, do you have the observant feat, or are you just particularly well perception?
Let me double check. I do have the observant feat, yes.
I would say you could vaguely make out then from the way their lips are moving that they are discussing that this is a blend of metal that was typically outlawed, or at least has been out of use for a significant point of time, because it's a blend of organic and inorganic material to create something that is self-repairing, so long as the construct is still functioning. And you see one of them that would kind of spit on the ground and say, Netheri's constructs, or at least some attempt at mimicking or improving upon the original designs. These things are abominations at the best.
I think a terrace, despite there being religious members over there, is going to risk making her way over towards the dwarves. But I will let you get to other stuff first.
Okay. Which at this point, actually, as you're kind of beginning to make your way over, you and Allegan are approached by, actually, since you would see that the bound words are no longer there, but you two are approached by the remaining members of the War Milfs, and who at this point in time come to you and say, glad you were able to find as to who was responsible for and remove them, but as what we're hearing, concerns from the guards that there's apparently the whole treasury is gone for this event itself, and certainly needs to be something of all strange and sorts going on. And if there's nothing else, that's certainly an awful lot of coin that a lot of folk put into this at this point. You two chased after them. Do you know what's happened? What's on?
Oh, I look to Terrace. Are we telling them?
We've taken our share. So I think Atera sort of instinctively sort of nods. There's a mirror down in the treasury room. You should be able to make your way through that. It's the Hells. They were working with.
Caution.
Either working with or hiding on the outskirts of what I believe is Tiamat's territory.
They nod and say, "We'll see to it that the bound words get their share, but as far as we can tell," and they look out across the devastation that's been caused directly, the number of grieving families, individuals, looks like most of it will put most of it to the prize pool now towards the city itself and for everything that needs to be.
As it should be.
This is gonna be a real mess before this whole thing blows over.
There's going to be a lot of power play in mind. There is a void that needs filling.
That's one way to put on it. Also, different factions within the city and outside the city as well. Emrys is a strategic point for a lot of places, so I would not be surprised if there's some amount of significant conflict that brews up.
Terrace is going to think for a moment before looking at them. Are you heading out anytime soon?
It's a bit of a discussion between ourselves. We've lost a couple of members. We need to observe their passing, and we're now down 2 folks, and honestly most of us are retiring at this point in time, so we might be looking to see what aid we can do here.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would appreciate us meeting up at some point before we leave the city. I have some questions about events or people you might have encountered. This is a ongoing issue.
They give a nod. You can find us at the Old Barrel Run. We'll be there for. We're not exactly the pickiest people, and it's good for a solid place for quiet conversation. Cheap ale too, so we'll see you there. We'll be around for at least a while. I'm not sure how this whole thing is going to mess over. I'm sure there'll be all sorts of questions and pickings and fightings between all sorts of folks.
Thank you for your aid earlier, and I'm sorry for the loss of your friends.
It's the line of work. Everyone's going to die sometime, and you do what you can to help make sure it's, well, someone who can handle it rather than thousands who can't.
I know that all too well.
They give you a nod and return to their 2 compatriots, who then at this point kind of gather up their stuff and go gather up a couple of guards and go off in the direction of the mirror.
Ateris will turn, and I don't think Elegant even needs to roll perception or anything. He can see that she is now doing that nervous thing of, oh my god, I held it together, I just had a conversation with them.
Look at you. He'll give you a thumbs up.
She'll give a thumbs up again too.
And so then you were going off in the direction of the dwarves. Elegant, what are you doing?
I will head towards the other mages, kind of investigating.
Okay. So you're kind of walking with the terrace, while then the terrace kind of splits off to the war. Go speak with the dwarves while you're going and speaking to. Are you going to Locacius, or are you going off to one of the other kind of individuals you haven't met yet?
it's always good to network, especially over a corpse.
Okay. You
What?
see, indeed, they're not wrong. So you see two other groups of mages. You see mages from Silvery Moon, and you see mages from Luskan, who you would recognize as the High. You would know that they are from. Typically, Luskan mages are from the hostile or the arcane,
Okay.
which is a significant place of arcane learning and probably one of the more prestigious ones. But they also have been known for eclectic methods and that are not well looked upon by many other individuals. And there's rumors and points at times that occasionally, from time to time, they've dabbled in continued Netherese magic and similar.
Say less. New friends. Yeah, I'm gonna head over to them then.
So we'll say. So the host. So it's called the host tower of the arcane. Sometimes known as the hot tower. Is a. Wait, I don't want to use stupid. Is the Academy for Magical Training for the Arcane Brotherhood, and it's basically the headquarters for the political and economic power of the city of Luskan.
Do I see anybody of like my various friends speaking to these individuals? Like they know them, I should say.
You would probably see one of them speaking to Lucasius in kind of a deep conversation at this point in time. For them, and you would recognize as the Lucasius as being irritated but listening soundly, while the other individual certainly seems animated and excited about this.
Can I overhear what they're talking
Uh,
about?
make a perception check. 10. You catch a couple words. The couple words you catch are. Where are you? You'd hear them come. You would hear the words Delzun, Gontelgrim, Hotnow. Not since the tower was first raised. Milathlar. Sure. Go make a history check for me.
Okay. Dice, please stop fucking me.
What?
That's a natural one. Guys, I'm so good at games today.
The only thing that rings in your brain is probably because of the Netherese, because you spent some amount of time researching Netheril. You would recognize the name Milathlar as the original arcanist who raised the Host Tower of the Arcane. You would recognize them as a Netherese arcanist. But the other words, they're not in your focus in some way, shape, or form, so they, nope.
Not a clue. Got it. Cool.
This
maybe
individual.
That guy just goes up and he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Fair enough. So as you kind of like wander up at this point in time, you get a closer look at this individual, and it's as you get closer, you recognize that you see that this individual is a woman, albeit a very, very, very skinny woman, to the point that make an Arcana check for me.
22.
22. They have a very high collar. You can see like all their cloths and vestments are scribbled and like have arcane runes and trimmed into the filigree, the edges of the hemwork and similar. And you would recognize the telltale signs of, if not the current incarnation, or at least the beginnings of the transference of the mortal shell into that of a lich.
Okay. That's not alright. That's illegal.
Well, not really. Not at least for the hostile with the arcane.
Don't you have to kill like 500 people to like become a lich full on?
In some aspects, sure. They don't have to necessarily be people you know.
Yeah.
And you can say that it's part of it can be part of the defense of your city. Anyway, as you approach, you can see the woman's eyes kind of like look over you, and there's this brief, almost lavender glow to them as they look you over at this point in time, and then turn to Lucasius.
Can I do something to like kind of mitigate that? Because I guess I'm being assessed magically.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I want to make myself look like a novice. Not a novice, but like I want to make myself look less powerful than I am.
Sure. Make a deception
Not like
check.
a full level 1, but like.
I understand.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Deception plus 115.
Plus you said plus, so it's a 17.
15.
15.
Can I have
they
a
kinda
dice, guys?
As they kind of look you over, you get the feeling that, well, you definitely you kind of like turn the inside of you turn the hem of your coat inside, so it's not quite as reflective of your typical rank and stature within the college of Yalash at this point in time.
I'm not wearing that outfit anymore, so that's good.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So that definitely helps. As you kind of approach this point in time, say, "May we help you, youngling?"
And I'll just smile, kind of like that, kind of like college kid talking to a professor. No, I just needed a second to speak with the professor. And I will look to Lucasius.
They turn their head, kind of turns, looks at Lucasius as well. When you are finished with your errand, boy, we should then continue to discuss what matters that are of great more importance. They kind of like eyes linger over you once more, and kind of head cocks slightly, and turn back to Lucasius again. You pick up interesting students. And they kind of turn and drift away. Lucasius looks at you at this point in time and says, "An interesting choice of introduction to the members of the Hostile.
I'm not exactly interested in an introduction with them. The college, yes,
Many
like
aren't,
individual,
but
no.
Many aren't, but their knowledge on many things is second to none, and particularly in regards to those that deal with older Netherese magic zone effects, as well as what many would consider unsavory magics, such as any gestures towards this construct.
I kind of smile a little bit tightly. I'd rather not have such an individual know who I am or what I am doing.
Understood.
Are you familiar with them?
I am certainly with that one at the very least. Yes.
Who are they?
They are Vivisectionist Prime.
Vivisectionist Prime? Can I get a spelling on that?
That sounds like a Transformer name. What the fuck?
Yeah, what a fucking name. What are you, Vivisection Prime?
Most of them choose in some way, shape, or once they reach a certain stature to. Ever since the hostile was rebuilt, that many of them have elected to cast aside singular monikers and fall more in terms a predication of distinction in terms of gathering of knowledge. Her original name was Vera.
Huh. And their pursuits?
Their particular suits are the continued study and manipulation of the weaves of magic, and especially in regards to those of the blue magic of change, the study of Faerim and creatures of the outside. They take a particular delight in the more uncouth study of bodies of number of different creatures. They are they're one of the ones that are more. Many of the subjects and specimens that I believe come to your own college were first encased and captured and allowed to be able to be displayed from the techniques developed by her.
What is their race? Are they human?
As far as I know, they were human, but they.
That was out of character. Sorry.
Oh,
Do they appear human?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Just straight int?
Yes.
22. Sorry, math. 17 plus 5. Yes. 22.
From what you could tell about them, they have the head is human. But when the head that kind of moves just enough, the top of the head is human. From what you can see, when the bottom head moves and it moves away just enough where you can see kind of this the high hem of the cloak itself kind of move away for a second, and you can catch the lower of the jaw. The lower of the jaw looks like it bifurcates and has almost this crustacean-like mandibles on the bottom of it that shifts and moves as they talk. And you can see that there's a number of smaller, almost along their back, like some of these smaller, almost claws and tendrils that appear as if they're holding in a multiple set of wings behind them.
Some people got too far into Geiger. Good. I hate it. I immediately dislike this person on sight.
It basically their lower jaw, lower jaw looks like a crab's mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I immediately dislike this person on sight. Cool. I don't know what to do with this human. Well,
Human's a
human
strong
is
word.
a stretch. Yeah.
They literally rejected humanity and advanced to crab.
We all become crab.
Shh! Don't give away my plot.
Become crab.
We all return to crab.
It happens to us all one day. Cool, great.
But
I
as
feel
far
like I'm
as we
saying that a lot, but I
can,
have no idea what to do with her.
as far as we can tell about this construct already, it certainly is that of original Netheri's design. But there is some of their organic, or at least ideas to their construction. This, and he gestures to kind of the whole main upper body, acted as a siphon. It was attempting to draw energy and eventually possibly the souls of those that it killed into it, and act as an enormous electrical charge for whatever appears that it was being created for. Certainly nothing good as far as I am concerned itself, but it basically converts raw energy, converts souls and magical energy into raw power more than anything else. The construct itself had the ability to regenerate by this mixture of alloy that a number of different dwarves, and you can see he gestures towards it, and you can see a terrace kind of in a conversation with two dwarves at this point in time. That it looks as if it was to be left alive would have allowed it to continue to be repaired over and over, but whatever the dragon did, especially after a breath from it, seemed to stymie that reaction. I would say that perhaps radiant energies are something that its construction cannot handle in some way, shape, or form. So, if you ever come across these, I would suggest look into something such as that. What a mess. Are you all right?
Yes. My friends and I made out rather well in comparison to some of the others.
He looks towards where the kind of the war mills are kind of at this point in time departing, and he gives a slow nod. One of them was pulling a chain as the construct was moving a beam to disintegrate a large number of individuals, and she pulled the chain so that its body swung towards her, and she was caught full in the blast. Instead of, well, how many would have died in the process? Nothing but dust left.
If such a thing exists.
If such a thing exists. Useless waste of life. Talent. But perhaps it saves many in the process.
There's worth in that. But I do have concerns that this may be attempted again. We have much to speak on.
I agree. But as this is, as you say, possible to happen elsewhere, I am then required to make an appearance back within Waterdeep to make these findings public.
But
I can...
research is of a conservative nature. Yes.
Agreed. But even so, I must still announce these findings, as well as also prepare Waterdeep against such an attack, as it is my duty to do so. As such, I will be departing later this evening. I will have time for dinner, perhaps, but before I must make arrangements. But I will be departing. If you have time, I would love to speak with you as well, and as you said, there are certainly more measures to be taken, but I cannot wait. Truly? Additional ones?
Indeed.
Then talk we must. I will set up an arrangement for dinner this evening. You and your compatriots are welcome to join us. I will set aside a private room. Please come to the inn.
I'll make the arrangements and let the party know we're getting dinner tonight.
He gives a nod before this point in time. Makes just a few notes and goes to his compatriots, who both give you a nod and very quickly begin heading in the direction of. Actually, they don't even walk. You see Lucasius kind of snap his fingers and they vanish. Which at this point we'll go to a terrace. Terrace, you've gone over to speak to the two dwarves at this point in time. It's like, no, you can't just grind metal like this. It actually requires a proper fusion and blending technique. It came out of the bloody ground. What do you expect me to do at this point in time? I'm not going to be able to just cut off a piece of it. It's too dense. The axe will just chip. And they both kind of turn to you, like, what?
I wanted to get your insight on this metal. You seem to be more expert at it than I myself.
Metal's calling it a strong word more than anything else. It's nothing natural for certain. It's closer to like something. Sure, half of the material's organic and half the material's inorganic. It may be metal in itself, sure, but it didn't start that way. You have probably carbons, all sorts of impurities, and of all sorts that are mixed into it. Stuff's strong as hell, but it ain't adamantine. Repairs itself. It's basically liquid blood as far as I can tell. It's hardened at that point. As far as it's not too far out of the question. Look, the metal is hard. It's self-regenerating. If the thing was active, we could see them take heavy cuts into the hide and legs of itself, and they would just start to knit themselves back together. Only thing that when it actually stopped moving about was when it started taking breaths from that dragon that showed up. The wound stopped healing up at that point. And you could see, and he points at the different parts where the breath itself looks as if it just like kind of coated over and melted chunks of this monstrosity down into like this pool of slag.
Would I know what kind of breath weapon that dragon had?
Typically you would know that gold dragons have Typically, gold dragons have a fire breath, but it's usually very close to radiant energy.
Okay. So, purified fire.
Purified fire, radiant, holy. This, you can tell, is somewhere in the realm of necrotic magic in some way, shape, or form, but definitely something that is anathema to purity, into the divine magic.
Mm-hmm. We'll nod. Have you seen this before?
No, nothing like this size, of course. We still find bits and chunks of fragments from the different Netherese cities of flying around. When they dropped us, there's rumors, bits and chunks that show up from time to time, hidden vaults that need discovering, and occasionally one artifact will turn up here and there. Been a while since something of this size, though. And of course, the older cities and constructs are dangerous enough as it is that most adventurers say, nope, we ain't going anywhere near that thing. And there's what was it? A number of years back, there was supposedly an ancient city found within the ice up in Icewind Dale, deep within. Even the goddess of winter went and traipsing through the city and had her own hard time dealing with all sorts of adventurers, catastrophic creatures, and things of old at that point in time. Nothing nobody wants dealing with. Not unless you're lore or treasure desperate hunter and seeker at that point in time.
A terrace, I think, would sort of think for a moment. My group and I have been following after some individuals that seem to be trying to work with this stuff more and more, I'm concerned that this is going to happen again somewhere. Do you have any advice?
Stuff like this, usually it's similar close to adamantine. It doesn't like changing its shape, form, usually immune in some way to devastating blows as best you can. It's hardy stuff, and radiant or divine magic is usually the best way to counter it, but usually in the same process that much of the magics they dealt with at the time were nasty pieces of business, as much as we know. Traps of all different, like living weapons and of magic, blades of pure energy. It's look, fucking with that stuff's cracked. It's a fool's errand. You're more likely to go mad chasing after some fairy tale than necessarily just trying to come up with something appropriate. Lunatics,
Man,
a
this
lot
is
of them were.
definitely something for it.
Most of them, as far as we know, were more bent upon trying to become some way to escape the pounds and limits of flesh if possible. So you would find heads and skulls and brains floating around in jars attached to armor, and monstrosities made out of stone that lived and breathed and ate magic. And but if you could find a Mythalard, could you imagine? Oh sure, Mythalard's just gonna randomly show up and say, hey, I'm going to make another city float for 5,000 feet above the skyline, blot out things around, be able to launch fireballs, control the weather. Yeah, Mythalard's just gonna drop in your lap.
Ateris is once more pointedly looking across the field towards Allegan. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, shall we?
Even so, most of them in some way, shape, or form are things that were looked to push the very limits of magic and modern science, technology, whatever you want to call it, to the point where they tested on themselves, were basically like, sure, they called themselves humans, the best that humans could be, and more often than not, they certainly weren't human, or at least recognizable as any of them could possibly ever be again. Especially Carthus. When the weave broke, the goddess sacrificed herself so this kind of thing wouldn't happen again.
Such
and now
is the
look
folly
at
of
it
man.
happening again. Such is the folly of man, aye.
She'll hold out a
Right.
hand. Ateris. And you are?
Atri. Do it.
Pleasure. Is there somewhere I could potentially reach you should I have any queries about this? It would be helpful to have someone who knows their way around metal to the level of the two of you. Should we come up
we're
against this
from-
again?
We're from Mirabar, but you're also going to find as good luck as you can within the dwarves of Mithril Hall or Gauntlgrim. They're the ones who have dealt close enough with this stuff and close to those of the Netheril ilk for as long as anyone else.
Is there anyone you know there who I could reach out to personally?
If you're looking for the battle hammer, the battle hammer, battle birds. Oh my God, Bruno battle hammer, right?
Yep,
Oh God,
that's right.
thank you. Like I forgot all my Drit stored. I forgot my Drit stored for a moment there. It's like, wait, no, which is it? Battle hammer dwarves are probably your best bet. This point you're looking at the battle hammer dwarves, or you're looking at, ironically enough, maybe mages within Hostar or the Arcane. But that's shady business. Don't like it. If you're looking for just the metal, I'd say look out for the Clan Battle Hammer, or you can go and speak to one of our elders within either Adbar or Mirabar, or if we want the longest and probably best kept records, you're looking for Silvery Moon.
I have some contacts in Silvery Moon, but the more the merrier.
Again, thank God luck. If you're looking to fight these things, then best of luck to you. Divine Magic's going to be your best help, or if you can't, fake it with Arcane until you can.
I'd like to avoid having to fight these things if I can, but as I said, I'm
Well, if you
concerned it's going to happen again, and we may not have a choice.
look, hoping's all well and good. You know, you look like someone who knows the reality of situations.
Indeed. Hence why I wanted to speak with some more expert on this than myself. So thank
We're
you.
no experts. We're as best as we can get in this situation. We're more the emissaries more than anything else. You want about the metal itself? We'll send you to go and speak with one of our smiths. But you're looking for a master crafter for who'll be combining strange metals at your best bet.
She'll nod. Well, I appreciate it regardless. Thank you.
They give you a nod.
Terrace is going to see if she can see any part of this metal that has been broken off in the process of the battle or anything. Clearly she overheard them not being able to, like, cut into this thing, but during the battle, if anything's been broken off, she'll have a look for it.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Boo! That is a nat fucking 20. For 23.
Then I would say yes, you can find some. You can absolutely find some that is that has broken off. How much would you like to find? Like, there's probably like small chunks here and there. There's probably there's like from the melted slag section. There's probably all sorts of different like kind of droplets or petals or pebbles and things like that.
I want to grab a handful of the melted slag, and if I can find like 2 or 3 pieces of the pieces of metal itself.
Sure, easy enough. I would say you can probably grab, and it's surprisingly dense and heavy. So probably gathering others is about just like 20 pounds, like worth of material.
Okay.
That you can scoop up.
She will notably put 2 of the pieces, and most of the slag into the bag of holding, and keep a single piece and some of the slag to the side.
Okay. Good to know. All right. As you, I'm assuming at this point in time, kind of reconvene with Allegan, and the two of you can begin to head back towards the campsite. At least this is me presuming that you two are kind of heading back to the campsite at this point in time. Is there anything else you would want to do while you're still here?
I think that's everything for her. She's avoiding the religious figures.
Okay.
Same.
All right, so the two of you heading back to the campsite, which brings us to Raya. Raya, your walk is kind of, well, I'm assuming you're heading to the campsite. Are you heading actually anywhere else?
No, he is headed to the campsite right there. Probably gonna have himself a good cry as soon as you get there. My question, before anything else, are you stopping him from getting there?
No.
Okay, cool. So he just gets, as soon as he gets to the campsite, he kind of just sits down, curls up where he is, and
in the wagon or outside the wagon?
Outside the wagon. He's probably gonna hug Tannerel just actually let himself cry for a little while before he starts thinking about things that he needs to do. And
okay, well, probably about, you get back to your campsite in probably about 10-20 time is into the cry and the
wait,
body.
hold on.
Hmm?
Can he ask Tenero to do something for him?
Possibly.
He's able to get in contact with Sidis, right?
You presume so?
So, hey, Tenero, now that things have calmed down, you think if I give you a message, you could give it to, Sidis? Yeah, that's his name. You could think you give it to Sidis?
There's a slight whimper from Tanner, like, but then kind of a short bark of affirmation.
Alright. So, Raya goes ahead and finds some loose leaf paper, and he just writes down a note and ties it up, and he puts it under Tenor. Does Tenor have like anything you could like put in to just put stuff in her, like the collar, or it just has
Nope. He just has his mouth.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Okay, cool. That's perfectly fine. Raya's going to get.
I mean, you have fishing line that you could tie it around his neck or otherwise.
I'm not about to tie fishing line around an animal's neck that I'm not trying to catch. So, instead,
I've seen
he's
sea
gonna
turtles
get
and heads.
he is going to get one of Allegan's vials that he's not using, and stuff the note in there.
Okay.
He's gonna. That reminds me. I actually did type this out. I am going to send this to you. Oh, he's going to tie it up in the vial, and he is going to seal the vial and hand it to Tannerl.
Tannerl very carefully takes the vial in his mouth and gives a Tannerl, yeah. So Tannerl will take the vial and go and disappear.
All right.
And after you kind of go back to start running in, about 3 minutes later, you hear a very faint voice at the edge of the gate of the paddock, or where you hear calls like, Raya? Raya, you there?
Raya immediately turns towards the voice.
You would see Shinjiro standing at the gate.
Damn. Raya looks over at Shinjiro's like, hey, Shinji. He puts away his writing stuff. He's gone over. He kind of stumbles a little bit, but he goes up and like, what's wrong? Is everything okay?
No. But I think nothing's right for anyone.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Wait. like in the next day or so, or just
Yes, I have to see. I'm going to see Letheid's body back to his home. I owe him that much.
Yeah. I didn't know him well. Didn't know him that much either. Not gonna lie, for a little bit, I didn't know if I hated him or not, but I know what that emotion is. I don't feel anything close to that towards him. Just annoyance.
He was easy to hate. He was easy to hate.
Alright. But
You don't need to apologize for anything about knowing him, otherwise he was my friend, not yours, and certainly caused more than his fair share of grief to, well, many.
yes, but he was your friend. And for that, I'm at least thankful that you could call him that. Must have been pretty good for you, and I guess done something right to stick to you. Though I guess might be more of the fact that you weren't able to get rid of him. I don't know.
More that he stuck his neck out for me more than a fair share of times. He was through with me. He was through the thick and thin with me for a lot. And I think you know something about that.
Yeah, no, I kind of do. You're gonna be traveling with Cherry and
Heracles.
Yes. I swear I thought I was good with that name, but okay.
We're leaving tonight.
Wait. What, tonight? Are y'all even okay to travel? Are y'all...
Raya, I think it's good for me to depart. You are a wonderful friend. You care so much for all of us, for so many. And I'm glad that we had a good chance to actually, well, start a friendship again. And I would like to continue it.
I would too.
But I think that's what I would like you to have.
I think it kind of makes it a little bit easier. I was thinking the same thing too. I'm sorry, I thought I was hearing leaves on the vine for a moment. I'm like, no! Shinji, I know that you first.
It's a lot. I know it's a lot. It's for all sorts of different things and reasons and whys and hows and I think more than anything else, Ivan, I'm not sure what I actually want. I spent so long trying to chase this dream or this idea of what I should be, what I needed to be or to have, and honestly, both Saffron and Lethaid together kind of woke me up a little bit that I am me in all regards, in all things, but what that me is, I'm still finding out and discovering, and I need time to be me and not be me for someone else. You've been so caring, so kind, so understanding, and I couldn't ask for a better friend to have, especially through this bittersweet time. And I think that's what I want more than anything else, is to have my friend back. And I'm glad that I've had them now.
I'm really glad to rediscover that friend too. Honestly, I just always wanted to be a friend, memory or not. However, I can't wait to meet you when you finally find you.
All right.
Can't wait to fight. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait to fight the you that comes out of it either, but that's neither here nor there. If those two aren't the best to you, they'll never find the remaining pieces. I hope you know that.
I do. And I think for us, my group at the very least, I think we'll be okay. But there'll be some struggles to get through, and certainly some conversations to be had, that differences that Lethaid made easier to smooth over will probably be a little bit more at the forefront now. Maybe that, but probably that's a good thing. I'm not running anymore. Time to actually get the chance for finding my own path, instead of trying to make it fit a story that didn't sit right.
I did not like how much I understand that. But I'm pretty sure we'll be alright. So, Raya just pulls him in the hug. If I don't see you within the next few months, I am going to be so pissed. You got that, Shinra?
They give you a squeeze back. I need to go poking on a couple of old faces. But you'll see me. I'll make sure of it.
Alright.
and squeeze you tightly back.
I think you should probably go now. There's a chance I might be expecting company, and not sure if they're the kind that likes prying eyes.
All right. See you in a while, crocodile.
Just see the biggest shit-eating grin on Raya's face, but he's wiping his eyes. Hey, I already cried once today. So don't make me do it again.
What if I make you do it a third time? And you can see they take out like a whip. It's like, I can still beat you in a fight, you know.
Hey, Ursa.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Does a 21 trip him up if I use below the belt? Strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. It does trip them up because for the actually I should roll this real quick. +3. No, that is not quite. So yes, they do fail. So, oof. And they land with a heavy thud on their back. It's like, oof.
Immediately as they land, Raya already has the rapier at their throat, just like, not with everything, but I'm willing to call the draw for now. You're off guard, and he puts the rapier away and holds out a hand.
Shinjiro will smile and will take that up, take your hand and pull themselves up, dust themselves off, and give you a warm smile and say, "Thanks for everything."
Don't thank me yet. You still got the rest of your life to deal with me.
All right, I'm going. Jeez, why you gotta end it on that? They turn, like walk away, waving a hand behind them. See you, Raya.
See you, Shinji.
And they walk out and down the lane until they're out of sight. And you hear a voice behind you say, "Very touching." And we'll take a break there.
God damn it.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
Alright, we'll be right back, gang.
Bye.
fair.
It's the tism. Anyway, okay, we're unmuted now.
Guys,
Hello,
I'm
everyone.
just scarier than anybody has the right to be.
At least I didn't say anything unhinged just today.
No,
Yet.
the first thing we hear coming back is it's the tism.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome on back to AWWOR Roving, where there's certainly not any emotional trauma here. No idea what you're talking about.
Huh.
Everybody's fine and well adjusted.
Which, as we just left off, Ra, you had just said some farewells to Shinjiro. When you heard a voice after Shinjiro departed, saying, behind you, how touching.
It's more on instinct than anything, where Raya turns around and that his sword still in hand, ready to just stab whoever it is. Who is it?
You would see, sitting on a log stump by the fire, eating a marshmallow, would be Sidis.
Was
Oh,
eating
yeah,
a marshmallow.
These things get stuck in my teeth, though, from the time to time. It's so sticky. How do you clean it out of your fur? It's complete mess.
Raya is like Raya just lets out exhale, and she's just sort of like, is that what it make everybody feel? She's well,
Possibly. I don't know the daily ins and outs of your escapades.
Neither do I. You got any more marshmallows?
For an associate of the one that I looked after, of course. You see, he opens up the bag and he pulls from his pocket what looks to be a small brown bag and opens it up and offers it to you.
Don't do it, it's
Raya,
drugs.
Raya reaches for it and he pauses a little bit. Are we just doing regular hospitality rules, fey rules, or rules
It's a
of health that I don't
marshmallow.
know about?
It's a marshmallow. No, I'm going to completely attempt to sign your soul into a contract over a marshmallow. Please have some respect for me.
Have some respect for yourself. My soul's worth less than a marshmallow, and he just takes it.
If you think that, then why is a demigod so interested in it?
I don't. What? Oh, right. Of course you know about that. I don't know why
As I said,
you would know about that.
give me some respect.
All right. Raya just pops a marshmallow in his mouth, and
You have a perfectly good fire here. You're not going to toast it?
First marshmallow I just eat by itself. Second one I toast. Alright. He picks up a stick and takes another marshmallow and just holds it over the fire. So, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting another associate, but I do appreciate that you came here yourself.
Well, I have to speak with the terrace anyway, so I felt it was prudent that I might as well show up anyway.
Alright. So, as per the note that I've written, it was a spectacle. I did have a part in it. As for everything else, and he just looks over at the city,
I am certainly aware of such a thing as what has at least partially transpired. I cannot say I was fully expecting this monstrosity that was being concocted, but a spectacle certainly.
Cool. I guess you expected us to go to hell too. And Raya just blows off the marshmallow and eats it like he didn't just say they went to hell.
It was a distinct possibility. I did not know as to whether or not if the Dukes were going to attempt to fully keep things in the mortal realm, or perhaps into the hells as offering to their queen or otherwise, or if they were going to take advantage of other situations. It was not an outside possibility.
Fair enough. They weren't quite ready enough for a fight, but
Of course,
I'm not.
they're a
It's
coward. More than anything else, they're cowards. They work for a queen who symbolizes and embellishes greed and gluttony and aspects of attempting to let others do the work for them rather than doing things for themselves.
What sort of greed is that? That is not greed in the slightest. If
The greed
you're
in the
greedy-
kind in which you have enforcers distract others in the process while you make off with all the proceeds and coin and items that you might have to, and not have to worry about paying for the guards that you got killed. Misers, penny pinchers, they are cowardly and greedy for even single copper pieces and coins through and through.
I could go into my personal stance on greed as a virtue instead of a vice, but that's not why you're here. And I don't think we could go into the full debrief of everything that happened without a terrorist presence. So, I think it's like that. I have done enough where I might ask you for some information now. Though I will take my free token as well.
You see Sidis's eyes glint and glimmer, and the area around the two of you suddenly goes a little bit more dim, and the outside sounds which you would usually become so accustomed to hearing, the kind of the chirp of crickets and the grasshoppers in the fields and similar, dims slightly, and you hear almost kind of like the creak of tree branches and a low, deep croaking of a toad before it lightens again. Then ask, what is your request?
Yes, I do. Honestly, the first thing I would want to ask, I am not sure if this is more just inquiring about the services you provide or not. You can tell me yes or no if that's the case. Have you ever, or are you able to act as either a notary or a mediator?
Yes. And that one I will not charge for. That's a simple enough question. There have been more than a fair share of times in which I've had to act as a third party between disagreeing clients and the like.
Then that may be the request that I'll have to trade services for. But that can be for another time once I have a few more things in place.
Very well. And do you have any other business that you would require of me?
The thing that I would ask of free. Reyes looks a little bit hesitant to access. Because there are like 3 questions that he can ask right here. He's just got to figure out which one that he is going to ask. So, as usual, we're rolling. Oh, okay. Are you able to tell me the whereabouts of one Rodrigo da Silva?
I can.
That was not a request in effect if you knew. I know it's your right. I know that you know it's your business to know everything about it. I asked if you are able to tell me, as in, may you tell me or show me?
I see. He pauses for a moment and kind of leans back, tapping his fingers together. Now, stick laying across his lap, the remnants of a marshmallow still kind of sticking to the end of it. Very well. You see he bends down and takes from his pocket a very faint, like dark purplish powder and throws it into the fires and breathes into it. And it wells up and takes on this vibrant lavender hue, and before becoming more violet as it rises up, and you see a picture and image begin to take form and place. And you would see an individual, hazy at first, but then you would slowly begin to recognize it more and more and more as Rodrigo da Silva, and you would see him moving about in what looks to be a very strange place. Like, it looks like the walls are it looks like he's moving about in a cottage in itself, but it almost seems to kind of like shift and undulate a little bit here and there, and you see him step out into this from the small cottage out into bright sunshine where there's it looks like a small garden nearby, a few trees and a small, almost like handcrafted, handmade temple. And you hear the lapping of waves and cawing of seagulls, and the picture zooms back, and you see a very small hutch or cabin. On the back, of an enormous sea turtle.
No. Fuck you. Oh. How did he look? Did he look okay? Did he have
He looked healthy, old. He looked like he hadn't, like his clothes were very patchy, like they had been sewn over a number of different times, different patchwork here and there of all different shapes, sorts, and sizes. Same thing with kind of the cabin itself, in very similar, that it looked a lot of it had been manifested or like made out of driftwood or flotsam and similar. The hat that he wore was definitely something that was threadbare, kind of almost like woven strands of like coconut or straw. But he looked alive.
Does he? What would I have to roll to see if I could tell mentally where he is? If he carries himself like he still has hope, or does he carry himself like he's just going through the motions?
Make an insight check.
You have boons.
On America, you better roll right. I'm gonna go ahead. I rolled a 7. I'm gonna go ahead and use a boon.
Yeah.
Alright. Where the fuck is that D6? Alright, so 7 plus inside, that's 14 plus a 3, that's 17.
17. He looked like an individual that was resigned. Like he was, like, you get the feeling that he was enjoying the day as best he could, but was not. It was not like kind of like the like you did not recognize the signs of like a watchtower posted up with, or like anything that would mark as like signal fire or anything like that. This looked like someone who had been there for a long time. A very long time, and probably someone who had been going through this motions for a very long period of time. And as the image fades, Sidis kind of leans back at this point in time and puts another marshmallow on the end of the stick and holds it over the fire, which is now returned to its normal color. Any other services I could provide?
I had to roll a will save to see if Raya would break down right there, then and there. But I passed. Just takes a deep breath and he exhales. the services that you provide, ones that you set terms on immediately over time, or if it interests you enough, you'd choose to take it as payment.
It is more dependent upon the individual. Typically, I find it is better to work in terms of favors or otherwise, as there are times when I need nothing of immediate value, but knowing that I can call upon those that are reliable and skilled enough in order to ensure the work I need completed and are around and available is a very useful thing to have, such as with a Terrace, and she is a very skilled and capable soldier, individual tracker, and one who is above all a survivor, and as such very intent upon seeing a number of objectives seen through. And when it was a appropriate time for me to request their aid, I did so, in which they have, I'm presuming, have fulfilled their side of the bargain.
Well, you if that was not the case.
If you would wish, I can either perhaps ask for a favor in the future, or I could make a request now if you would rather know as to something immediately. Not everyone works the same way. Some prefer to delay the costs, others prefer to put payment up front, as it were.
Suppose that using that mirror to a side of Avernus that a mirror to Avernus probably wouldn't be sufficient as payment. You got here easy enough. I could offer you another spectacle, but at the same time, cheap thrills only get so far, especially when you actually have services that the other wants.
Very much so. But perhaps we can come to an arrangement. As you have a particular connection to an individual that holds many things out of my reach.
That individual being
A particular siren.
Today's. Remember when I asked if you were willing to be a third party?
Quite.
If I told you it was to make sure that that particular individual does not go back into a wager that I want to put them through, would you be willing?
He mulls it over for a moment and yes, I think so, I would.
You know, that's absolutely great, because if everything goes correctly, if she takes it, and I know she will, and she loses, which honestly I don't like thinking the odds of. But if I win, you'll have a very desperate demigod at your mercy.
Snaps his fingers at this point in time, and while I do like these possibility of this, if you unfortunately fail, and then I am left without the possibility of something seeing through on what I may acquire out of it. You say that you have a fairly good chance, I think, but I am one who likes to hedge his bets in particular directions. So with that, I would say that I would agree to this for you to act as impartial third party and certainly be interested in this. But I would need something from you.
What is the price?
He purses his lips again for a moment and thinks. I would like very much so for you to introduce me to your mentor.
Can I make a will save on that? Not a
As
will
the
save,
will-
not a will save. Insight, I'm sorry.
Sure, you can make an insight check.
I'm not going to get high, but just like it's like, for what reason?
I'm going to curse you on this. So, so you take a -1 to this roll.
So it's a 14.
14. Hard to read.
Cities. I do understand the value of that, but the only way I would ever be able to do that is that if I tell my mentor, he has to agree to it first. And he gets to choose where you get introduced. My mentor knows a lot, and he's seen a lot. I'm not just gonna take away his agency like that.
Of course, I understand. It's one of the reasons as to why he's a difficult man to get a hold of. He is particularly well protected against scrying and popping in unannounced. So I would accept those terms.
Oh, and just as an additional clause, so you know that I'm serious about this. Right, it's like Raya looks around real quick, and then he grabs his book. and he holds it over, and he holds it in a way like he gets ready to throw it into the fire. If I try to cheat you out of this, you can take a chunk of my memory. Maybe a day or two.
You see
a year,
Sidis holds his
something.
hands back as your memory is not mine to take. It belongs to someone else.
Excuse me. What do you mean someone else?
That is a conversation you should have with your mentor. And to be entirely fair at this point, I think you are too honest in wanting to see this through for you to go back on this. So, you see he extends his hand forward and there is a faint light purplish glow as flames erupt around it. Do we have a deal? I will aid you in this, as acting as a third impartial party with your wager with a sea goddess, and in return you will introduce me to your mentor at the time and place of his choosing.
Her mother's a sea goddess. I don't. But we'll see how long she can even say that it's her mother. And he shakes Sidis's hand.
The flames wrap around as almost as if two coiling serpents, one down his arm and one down yours, and the flames bite into your forearm and into his before and this light purple fire flows up into your arm and vanishes. Then we have the bargain.
And a bargain well struck.
Indeed. Would you like another marshmallow?
I would love one.
He offers you the bag at that point in time, and which probably at this point, pretty close by, maybe a minute or two so away, would be a terrace and Allegan as the two kind of rounding the corner. You would see Raya sitting at the fire, in conversation with a very pink tiger humanoid. A Tannerel kind of curled up by the side of the fire, sleeping.
This is the individual I was hoping to speak to.
Terrace. Good evening, or afternoon, I should say. Indeed, it seemed to be quite a spectacle that has happened as of late.
People have died.
People are always dying, but in a truly tragic fashion, I could not agree more. He bows his head lightly to Allegan. I am saddened to hear of their losses.
And that you could not collect on their souls before they've expired.
No, the waste of life in general is an unfortunate thing. There's much in the world to see, many different things to see and enacted through. Individuals who are certainly very well talented that unfortunately had their time cut short and could have made the world a very much more interesting place to be in. But unfortunately, as many things do, it came to an end. But you all survived as much as it can be. I know it seems as if it's perhaps been a bit more of a harder time on your group, perhaps, than was expected. But you are as capable as I hoped you to be. He raises an eyebrow at Terrace.
Terrace will nod. Shall we take a walk?
Hey, we have marshmallows here. Please sit by the fire.
Honestly, I'd still say sit, cause General's been here and back. It's comfortable. Come on, sit.
Terrace will look at Elegant. As
I'm
long as
standing.
it's... I do not want to make you uncomfortable. We can take a walk if you would prefer.
All right.
Looking for
I can.
ease.
Then, as part of the request for Dr. Hugh, I will make myself scarce. Raya, it has been an absolute pleasure. Tadderel, you've been an excellent escort, as always. Mr. Hugh, have a
No doubt.
good evening. Very well. He gets up, kind of dusts off his jacket and picks up a small brown bag and... Oh, would you like a marshmallow?
Get out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got this.
No,
Hey,
no.
Doc, would you
I
like-
will respect Mr. Q.
Okay.
You will not,
Alright.
but you make a good facsimile of it. Leave.
As you wish. Terrace, shall we?
Terrace
And
nods.
he will walk to the gate and open it up for you, Terrace.
Terrace will go with him.
And he will walk out the gate with you, close behind him, give a brief wave to Allegan and Raya, and walk with a Terrace. We will first go to Allegan and Raya. Are the two of you doing anything at this point in time?
As soon as they're alone, Rise just pats the spot right next to him to sit.
I'll wait for Terrace to get back. I'm
Okay.
uncomfortable leaving her alone with that.
She's not alone, technically. Besides,
She is alone with something dangerous.
if we're going to be talking about dangerous, that's a given considering Raya points at his arms like, just think I've been meaning to ask you, Doc.
What?
Is it that tattoo is the magic itself instead of just like, just a part of your hand, right? Like I'm pretty sure you didn't graft someone else's arm onto you, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. So next question. Did you know that your hand's alive? Well, not your hand, the magic
Yes.
in the hand.
Yes.
All right. Did it start off like that?
It did, yes. I was not aware of it at the time, but yes.
Whenever we're alone, Raya kind of gets up and walks over. Can I take a closer look at it?
I would prefer not.
Okay, all right. I can Right, just I can just you don't have to show me. Just so I'm just gonna go out and say it, Doc. I'm not quite sure I understand it and understand exactly what you're trying to do with it. I mean, very, very broad strokes that you were trying to use magic without any sort of healing magic, without any sort of divine intervention right there. When you say it, it sounds possible. What little I even know about magic says no one's tried it yet. And even though I've seen you do a lot of things, I've seen you do a lot of things that aren't quite healing with that.
It's more than just healing. It's an expansion of magic. The end result, I'm hoping, is not to require a tattoo, but merely to use this to facilitate my own learning. It would not be useful if everybody had to get a tattoo. It's not what I'm trying to do. The end result is I learn enough that the tattoo is no longer required.
You keep calling it it.
Yes.
It's alive, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it have a name?
Raya, we're not giving pronouns to my arm.
Not your arm. Not your arm. The thing that's alive in your arm.
It's also
keep-
me. We are not separated.
Okay. So you put it in your arm and you pretty much gave it, I don't know, like I'm still trying to understand it, so piece it with me. I'm trying to just rehash, make sure I understand. You put it in your arm and you make it do healing spells or other things right there? Or
I don't make it to do anything. It's not the point of it.
what? Doc, what is the point? What?
I told you, it's to learn. Initially, it was to learn specifically healing magic, but I have been reliably informed that it is independent of that.
So it's alive, and the one thing you just had to do is learn?
I am no longer just the facilitation of learning. It is. I'm not entirely sure where to go from here, but I cannot say that I am not pleased with the results.
Raya just gives him a look. It's not like a look of shock, a look of or like any of the other looks that Ateris, Safi, or what the other wizard's name was, where they look at that. He's Locations, there we go. He's looking like like you're missing. He's looking at it like you're missing something right there. Doc.
Yes.
So, you're not actively teaching it?
I mean, actively teaching it is a bit, a misnomer.
Doc, you gotta let me understand. Its drive, or its purpose is to learn magic to make a new
Think
one.
about it this
You
way.
are a teacher. You think that, I don't know, like your teach it to not only just like learn whatever you throw at it, have it understand, I don't know, you?
How about this? Maybe learn this where you're getting caught up. If you eat something, let's say this marshmallow, and he kind of holds it up. Your body is not learning to eat this. It knows. Magic knows the potential for many things. It already knows how to do it. It just needs maybe a guide, is a better word.
Okay. But with that, my body knows to eat a marshmallow, but if no one's there to teach or guide me that eating so many marshmallows is bad for me, then just because my body knows that it can do something doesn't mean that it knows when it's bad for me. It's up to me and the person who taught me to guide me to do what needs to be. What's throwing me off right here is that it's alive.
You said yes.
Are you sure you're treating it like it's alive and not just like, a pet that you're hoping doesn't kill you?
Because I respect it, I think I have the facilities to recognize its dangers. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it by any means, but I think I've got a handle.
Again, I have to remind you that you did eat a man. Well, it ate a man with you in it, and then you were two-person, but then it ate that, and you were one person. That was okay. What I'm trying to say, Doc, you got something amazing, spectacular going for you right here. This is absolutely amazing, but it was mainly used to heal, right?
Yes. I think, Raya, I think I figured it out, where your confusion may be coming from. Do you think healing magic is limited to just spells that facilitate healing?
Technically, as easy, if you're dealing with stuff like that, as easy as you can heal right there, you can easily zap something away.
Correct. So think of it this way. Can fire heal?
It can cauterize.
Correct. How about water?
Too much of it will kill you.
Indeed. So what I am thinking is less on the potential of a singular magic school and the potential of all magic to facilitate healing. We've been thinking about it so limited. These schools that we have, nobody came up with these. They didn't find them and did not facilitate a... Look, we made up the schools. They helped us organize our thoughts like notes on paper. But they are not the end-all be-all of what is potential. There's so much more that we can do. But I think there is a fear in the unknown, and also it's confusing. So when you ask if I'm only allowing it to heal, no, because it can do more than that, as we all can. The only limitation is what I can do with it. What I can think up of, because it is limitless in its potential.
As this man.
No, we have limitations. We're biologically...
No, as in the potential of man to, not like physically, but just to do great things and to do great harm. But
sure, our imagination is limitless, but our bodies, we have only so much that we can do.
But isn't
only
that
so
the
much
best?
Time.
Okay.
Yes,
You're literally telling this to someone who my last memory may stretch on for years or stretch on to yesterday.
I'm tired of everyone being so worried that I will use this for ill.
What? No, I'm not worried you're going to use it for ill.
You're worried others will.
I'm worried that this is so weird because I feel like I'm looking at myself trying to learn how to fight, trying to do everything. I just really, really hope that as the fact that you may be able to do everything, I want you to find something that it can do and you find that focus. Because you're going to change the world, Doc.
I know.
You are going to change the world. And Raya grabs him by the arm. I do want you to be alive to see it.
I most likely will not.
Do
that
it,
sounded
no
incredibly
balls.
Morbid. No.
Do it,
that
no
sounded
balls.
Incredibly... No, okay, let me explain. I don't think this ends with me. I don't think I'm going to find the end of where this road goes. I think I'm a little too old for that, and even if I was young again, I think I would still be too old.
You're only 46!
Yes, and this is 1,000 lifetimes worth of research that needs to be done. I'm just the beginning. And I'm okay with that. You all think that I'm going to rush into this and try to find the end in my lifetime. I don't really want to. I don't want to see the end of this road because I am enjoying so much being on it.
Elgin,
I love
make me make an intelligence check for me real quick, please.
Yeah. Ten.
Can
Can I give him a
continue.
boom?
Nope.
That's ominous.
Yeah. I'm enjoying being on it, and if this research is, I'm the last one who does it, that's fine. No, it's not fine. I would really like somebody to pick it up. But I understand. And I want unlimited potential tempered by conscious effort. I think that's the best thing that I can hope for. And this, and he'll roll up his sleeve a little bit to show the twisting bands. This is just the beginning.
What the fuck is that? Hold on.
Thank you, music.
Yeah. Alright, so if you were to have a name for it, this new school of magic, what would you personally choose?
I wouldn't, because that's not what it is. It is magic. The end. The more I learn about this, the more I realize I know nothing about something that I've studied for my entire life. And that, I think, is the best thing. That I know so little.
Are you sure you're not from Derlisk? No, like, you have no idea how many people I've heard talk that same way. I get it. You just see it right there. You're all the possibilities. You're like, oh my god, if I don't do anything with the time I have right now, I'd be so fucking livid. And I know this is gonna persist beyond you. I know this.
I would hope so.
Make sure you persist as long enough with us, alright?
Oh, I have no plans on dying anytime soon.
Then please be a little bit more responsible. At least eat a little bit more.
Okay,
You really-
I literally am the one who does the cooking. Don't even with me.
Yes, I know you do the cooking right there, but a lot of times you go without eating. Not to mention the fact that you put your weasel in a poison, or try to slick up your weasel, put it in a poison. That sounds like a euphemism. I'm gonna stop talking. Doc. I would like you to talk to me more about this, because I might only understand a bit of it, and it might cause me brain damage to try to perform. But I really do like hearing about this.
I guess a part of me was... Everybody feels so critical of it. And guess I was tired of butting up against people wanting what felt like overcaution.
They care about you. And
know.
and more of it is, though you do know what you're doing, sometimes having some extra eyes to at least be objective and just say, maybe just back up a little bit, try again a little bit later, might help. Because I think the one person who did that is currently back in your house right now. Are y'all still on speaking terms?
What, Sam?
Yeah.
I
After
hope
yourself
so.
a little.
He is a little pissed at me, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a little, maybe lots. Very pissed.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and do it like this. I'll be sure to have Izai. I will sure to help get people off your back when it comes to learning this.
And in
But
exchange...
if I see it where you need to slow down just a little bit, not stop, just slow down, assess, and then try it again. Can you please just consider?
Fine, but don't expect perfection. I enjoy my research, maybe sometimes too much.
Perfection! Perfection can eat a dick! Perfect means that you have nothing else to strive for. That is it right there. It's imperfection that is so fucking amazing.
Well, then, yes, I will attempt to be better about talking through my ideas with others who care about me. Anyways,
At this point, the two of you kind of take a moment to breathe and sit down and... A terrace! As you were walking with Sidis down the lane at this point in time, his hands behind his back. Mr. Hugh continues to not like me. Fancy having him, perhaps.
I cannot see that
I'm sure
ending anytime soon.
No, neither do I. But I cannot say that I am not understanding. Wizards like him can be very paranoid for many different reasons.
There is a lot on his shoulders and a lot of responsibility for his research.
Indeed.
I think a terrace will walk with Sidis until they find somewhere, secluded that they can stop, sit on a log or something. And then she will pull out the journal page and hand it over to him.
He takes it from you and opens it up and flips it and gives a nod and so.
I do hope that is what was sought for. I'm mildly concerned that it was in the territory of Tiamat. Frankly, I'm a little surprised it was Tiamat that they went looking for, or went working for.
Well, I think more than anything else, this was brought to them by someone who wants to stir up trouble with Tiamat and me and others, so I can certainly say thank you for returning it to me without me having to get directly involved.
Certainly. Freaks of such. Here, a souvenir as well. She passes over the couple of bits of living metal that she set aside.
He takes it and says, very interesting. From the construct, yes?
Indeed. And one final thing, she will reach into her sort of leather armor and pull out that small gemstone and hand it over to him. I promised the being inside it that I would give them to someone who would be able to free them of the gemstone. And your price on that for them is, well, your discretion.
Ah, I see. Takes it at the point in time, kind of looks into it. One such as these that has got caught in such a manner is more than likely deserving to be caught.
They're not the only one, apparently.
And you see what he does at this point in time is he takes it and he pops it into his mouth, and there's a heavy crunch. Ones like that are more dangerous for things that they might have loose lips. Anything else desperate makes one easy to give up a little bit more than they should have.
I figured as much. They gave up enough information to aid us.
I'm glad.
So what now? Our exchange is complete, but I think you and I both know that this situation is beneficial for both of us.
Entirely, but I can also understand your Mr. Hugh not wanting to be involved with me in any way, shape, or form.
Perhaps. He is dear to me. He understands, not completely, but he understands that this is my decision. Much like his pursuit of his own magic is his decision, and I will support him in the matter.
An interesting duo between the two of you.
Doomed, some may say.
One open to the ideas of possibilities, and the other a seeker of knowledge, and yet one who is very careful in what knowledge they choose to ascertain, at least in terms of what things that they have heard of hearsay from others. Or not.
I think there's a look on her face as she thinks. I do not think you are quite correct in that. I think we are both open to potential and in the pursuit of knowledge, just in different paths. And life experiences and whatnot will do that to one. Perhaps that's why we do work together so well.
Perhaps. Oh, I do believe I owe you a name. And he takes that same piece of paper and folds it once, twice, so there's just a single strip of it showing, and presents it to you. And the name you read upon that is Malabach. I will put it into archives.
Thank you. Interesting. Does she recognize that name?
No, you do not. This is the one that or at least at this point in time, you knew as one that made life a little bit of a hell for you and the Hells and your compatriots.
Yes. Where would I find this individual now?
As the last time in which I was aware that they have made their way to one of the larger cities within the Forgotten Realms itself, but I'm sure that with the name in an appropriate magical circle, that one is sure to come.
Thank you.
After all, you have a wizard at your disposal who can, I'm sure, conjure up such a circle for containment.
It will be discussed. Well, perhaps a little uncouth, but I will take a small pleasure in reconnecting.
Good.
Particularly with my blade. And what of you?
Then I wish you.
And she looked
I
at
think
him.
I will. I'm happy to continue this partnership, but per Mr. Recuse's request, I will give the two of you some space for a little bit, I think. After all, they are very jumpy men at this time, and I'd hate to be the cause of more unfortunate incidents. At least immediately.
If you have need of my services, you know where to find me.
Of course, of course. You have always proven to be a reliable individual. And I am certain that you will, in very least, hear from me in some aspects.
Smiles a little bit before sort of looking at him, sort of making that direct eye contact. When I asked what of you, though, I did mean on a more personal matter. You were still healing.
And will be for some time. A wound such as that will continue to linger. It is a divine arrow. It is not something that is just magicked away.
No.
I will be fine. Thank you for asking.
She gives a nod. Well, there is one more thing I would ask. If you could potentially look into it for me.
You know, requests come at a price, but possibly.
Fulgrim has not responded. I heard last that he was being hunted by the same that took my son. I am concerned for his
And you
well-being.
would like me to... You would like me to observe? You would like me to intervene? You would like me to do what on your behalf for him?
Simply track him down, so that I may know where he is and whether I need to hunt.
Very well.
I'm sure you are more than aware of what is.
Quite. It makes them also more difficult to track down, as many of them do take it upon themselves to prevent scrying and similar, especially those that are more trained in the schools of the arcane. Fulgrim is
Indeed.
not the greatest practitioner, but he has a array of different objects to his devices. I can only presume that that he is one such thing on his person, but I can certainly look into finding about his whereabouts and current state of health.
You know, you can name your price whenever you are ready.
This is a small thing, so I would only ask for a small thing in return. But I will ruminate on it.
In a good time. Your,
I will be seeing you at theirs. Yes.
Indeed. Your conversation with Raya, I presume it went well.
Quite. The boy has a piqued interest in regards to his past.
That's okay when I can help.
I think that would require. I can help to a certain extent, but there are other deals that were made. You should speak to his mentor when you have the opportunity.
I plan on such.
And do be fully aware that that would be delicate subject matter.
She nods. Delicate in your style or delicate in mine? I do not I have not had much practice in the wordplay you do.
Delicate in that some things are sleeping and too many questions start to wake something up.
One day, you are going to explain to me your fondness for riddles.
Well, it's not nearly as fun if you just have the answer. And as much as I may disagree with Mr. Hugh in thinking that I am a threat to him and to yours, there are rules that my kind must obey to.
That I understand.
Nothing is for free.
Everything
And
has
this
a
would cost. Everything has a cost, and this would be something very expensive.
We can discuss the price when it comes to it.
He
She
gives you a
smile.
light bow. He gives a light bow and takes your hand and kisses the back of it. I bid you adieu, and a good, pleasant rest of your evening. May you
Cassidy's.
endure. Of course. When do I not?
Give the bitch my love. Yeah, stretches and grins.
Of course. You see he kind of curls a finger, and there's this faint waft of brimstone, and then followed by swamp and fruit and blooming flowers as Siddis steps through the portal, and it closes behind him.
She stands there for a moment, draws her blade, sort of looking at the reflection of the sky in it for a moment. The hunt begin. She sheathes it and returns to the others.
Okay. You return to the others at this point in time and find Raya and Algan kind of just finishing up with their own conversation at this point in time.
I think she immediately sort of tosses the bag of holding to Allegan's feet. I was able to get you some of that living metal.
Oh, living metal.
Wait, what?
From
Living metal?
From the construct. The one that,
That was living. That was living metal?
Netherese, yes.
Interesting. And it'll start kind of like observing it in the vial.
There's some of the slag in it as well. It is, apparently the regeneration abilities for it can be stopped with holy magic, perhaps necrotic. Essentially, anything strong enough to be, well, god-based.
Oh,
Good to know.
yeah, I can't do anything about that. Wait, Alligator, can't you?
Do holy magic? No.
You ate some.
You have it surrounding you. There's a good chance that it is imbued with your other abilities now.
Yeah,
I could see it when I
Very
was,
disturbed by that idea.
I could
Hey,
see it when
hey.
I was looking through your eyes.
Delightful.
Hey, look at it on the bright side right there. You're using magic and science to take what is holy. So I guess you could say good job, righty? No, that's not gonna be a good name for it.
It's,
If you name my arm, I
Uh,
will kill you.
we
I
need to
really-
figure out a name for it.
No,
It's-
we don't.
It is elegant. It doesn't need a name.
He wishes to give my arm pronouns.
I
Why?
do not need to get... Oh, it's... Riley looks at Alligan and just like, should I say or wait?
It
It
is part
alive
of.
to a certain sense.
Yes, it's magic. It's you.
That's
It's
what I tried
alive.
to explain.
I think she sort of takes a deep breath at this point, and then she turns straight to Allegan. Speaking of, I need to make something clear for you. While things are tense. I am not going to stop you with this research, and I do want to come across like I am trying to stop you. I just don't want it to consume you. That is all I ask, my love. And she gives him a kiss on the head.
Do my best.
I just... It
If
feels like
happens, it's
you...
not intentional.
I know, it's more just... I feel like you think I am against what you are doing, and I need you to know I am not. Concerned for your well-being sometimes, because you are very single-minded with your magic, but I am here for you, as I'm sure is Rao. I'm here to
Yes, he
support you.
made that very apparent. I feel like this is a bonding thing. Is this what you're trying to do? Is the naming the arm is a bonding thing?
We are not naming the...
I'm
arm.
not naming your arm for the bonding thing right there. If you're not going to name your new form of magic right there, someone's gonna do it for you. Would you rather be us who knows you, or
Oh,
someone who
magic.
calls it something like a school us or something like that? I don't know.
It's magic.
Dave. It
Arcanum,
should be called
if you must.
Dave.
Arcanum.
You're going to call
She
the
grins.
magic of Dave.
Fine. We pick a name. There's the name. Arcanum.
Arcanum, then.
There we go. Arcanum.
I
Actually,
hate
that's
this.
not very.
Ateris leans into
Well,
Raya.
Actually,
We can call it Dave in private, I'm sure.
I hate both of
Ryan has to bite back a laugh.
Think about it though. Like, what is someone going to think if you say, "Oh no, it was Dave"?
Well, again, you say, fine, it's Arcanum. There's this faint shudder that runs down your arm. And there's this reverberation that flows out from it.
Do that.
And you hear a very, very broken, almost kind of shuddering of words. Very low, very almost kind of a number of almost like multitudes of through heavy water. Arcanum.
Do we all hear that, or does just Allegan hear that?
Just elegant.
I say in character, by the way.
Well, don't do what?
It likes the name. Fuck both of you.
Oh, Dave?
Ah!
No,
Ah!
Oh,
I was right!
no, you weren't. And Allegan says that fully understanding that no, Raya was correct and he's mad about it.
well, regardless, it is still you.
Yes.
Don't let my caution for your well-being make you think that I do not encourage you to continue your research. Just not at
I appreciate
the cost of your life.
Like I said, I will attempt not to die.
And
As
so
have
will
assured
I.
Both of you now.
She looks at the both of them like she's standing in front of them, probably still at just face height to Raya because she's short as fuck. But she like looks at the two of them and sort of opens her palms. We are in a dangerous line of work. There is no guarantee that one of us won't die tomorrow. We saw what happened with the MILFs. But
we also can have the assurance that we are intelligent individuals who will not die easily.
exactly.
I think the problem is that we are intelligent enough and reckless enough that we'll die spectacularly.
Maybe not.
Indeed.
What?
I would rather die
I
a
know.
spectacular death than in a whimper.
I would rather die after living a spectacular life. Because, gonna be honest, I still need to figure out what's going on with me, what's going on with with you and
Speaking of,
yours. What?
who did Norik make a deal?
Norik made a deal.
I beg your pardon. Say that.
Who has Norik made deals with? Is it this siren of yours, or is it someone else?
But no, he wouldn't have made a deal with the siren. He's smarter than that.
Well, he's made a deal with someone powerful. Someone that not even Sidis wants to deal with.
What is Sidis saying?
Just that. That he's made a deal.
Ursa?
Hmm?
Raya!
Such glee.
With that, one of the last pages that Raya wrote down in with that one thing, would that be relevant to this?
Possibly. Could be.
He's He said something is sleeping, and that if we do not tread carefully, it could wake. So whatever this deal is, we should be wary.
Oh, that's absolutely spectacular.
This is something we need to know.
Right. See Riot squeezing the marshmallow in the hand and is like, did you say sleeping?
Yes. Cities and his riddles, I figured I'll work it out eventually, but,
I hate all of this.
you have your magic, and I have my devil, and, we have our things.
Oh, this is... I'm just gonna do it as a flat roll if he says anything.
Can a terrorist roll insight on Raya?
Sure.
Insight check. I'm gonna send that.
Do I gotta roll deception?
Well,
Maybe.
I would say at this point, are you attempting to hide knowledge, or are you just... What is your flat deception? I would say you can't roll it. What was your flat deception?
My flat deception would just be a 13.
Well, a terrorist crit, so 28.
Ah!
So I'm going to say at this point that there's definitely something that Raya looks uncomfortable, and that there is definitely something that he is mulling or weighing over in his mind.
You don't have to tell me immediately. But obviously that set something off.
It's probably nothing.
You
Let's...
say it like it's a lie, just so you know.
Raya, when was the last time something with us was nothing? There's a reason we're marked. A reason why we're here. And the Fate
Raya
Weaver
just-
is fickle.
Yeah. Rye just starts picking up his book and he starts flipping. He's not flipping backwards, he's flipping forwards. He's flipping forwards to...
It would not be
entries
in this
that
book.
He made sure that he wrote it down in
Every
it's
book,
like,
yep.
in every book. And he flipped to one of the last few pages right there. It would not immediately make a lick of sense to... It's like, if you're looking at the pages, it would not make a sense immediately until you realize that it's been written in code. Dream eaters.
Dream Eaters.
Do you know?
It's ominous and bad sounding.
I'm guessing that y'all don't know anything about it. Do you?
Well,
No.
would a terrorist have heard about Dream Eaters before?
You can make a religion or an arcana check.
Would would she get advantage if I say it instead of them?
No. Well, I would say yes, but I would say that would kind of also cancel out the technically what I feel like I should actually give disadvantage for this. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
So it's still just straight roll regardless.
Okay.
That is a 15.
The only thing that you might know is that there's stories of things that inhabit dreams or otherwise, various different nightmare creatures and the like, throughout various different fey tales and otherwise. But the Dream Eater is something for you, like, and no idea.
The only thing I can think of is stories told to scare children. Back when I was young, tales of elven creatures that sneak in and eat dreams and replace them with nightmares. Something to research.
Right now we just leave it on the back burner. We got enough things to worry about as is.
Well, given what is on our plate, I suspect that whatever it is going to be revealed along with it. Whether we go looking or not.
But for right now, I think we should just save the questions for when we run into North again.
Indeed.
Oh, speaking of, Shinji's leaving.
Unsurprising, they're probably off to bury Lethead.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'll be fine. We're still friends. Just not nothing will come about it. It probably wouldn't have worked out between us anyway.
Terrace will nod. I've asked Sidis to try and track down Fulgrim because he hasn't responded to me, and last we heard he was being hunted by the same people we're hunting. So, and I got a name. Someone who, if I get the chance to, I may ask for your aid in reaching. I owe them something. It will be unpleasant.
I can do unpleasant.
Well.
So, I guess, how long do y'all want to stay? I'd say give it a day or two to get ready.
Well, Allegan has organized a dinner for us to attend this evening.
Yes, and that should be at least something relaxing and nice.
And tomorrow I'd like to stop by to meet with the Warm Elves, discuss some chance that they may have run into some of these people that we're dealing with without realizing. Perhaps get some advice.
I kind of want to go ahead and go back to my old, my old workplace. Like, I worked there for a while, but I do want to go to the Butterfly and Buckler, see if a lot of people do come through right there. We might get lucky and for personal reasons as well.
Oh, I should probably go pay for your blade too.
Wait, what?
I didn't have the money to pay for it up front, so I made a deal that I would return after we won. She sort of grins
I mean,
sheepishly.
not to be morbid or not, but technically we're still alive, so I think we won.
Let's say that we did.
I would call it a win. Regardless, I need to go pay for it. So, we can do that tomorrow as well. Should I dress differently for this dinner? She looks... She is covered in blood and she's still got her injuries.
Maybe bandage up a bit and he'll do a quick snap and presto a couple of times to get the worst of the viscera off.
Raya will help
I need a bath.
actually get her. Raya will at least help get her hair back in working order, if that makes sense.
All right. So you'll spend the next little bit of while preparing for this meal that you were heading off to. We take a momentary time to rest. You can all take a short rest if you would so like, to breathe, recover, gather your stuff all together, clean up.
I can heal.
And then as you head up to dinner, as we head off to dinner, I think there's a good place for us to leave it this evening. And we'll pick up next time with the dinner, and then we'll probably get through the next day and decide as to where you all are heading from here.
Yay!
Thank you all, everybody, for
Alright.
joining us on this session of And We Went Out Roving. It's been a wonderful evening full of lots of plot and intrigue and definitely a little bit more of a emotional detail. So we hope you all had fun. We did, and we'll see you all next time. Have a lovely night, everybody.
Alright, gang.
Go stretch, go drink water. Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. As I said, stretch, drink water, look after your corporal forms. We are going to raid over to Roll Propelled Gamers. They are playing Chroma Dynasty, episode 63. Go give them some love. In the meantime, we will be heading off. I will be streaming this week, so stay tuned for more commission work art, and I will be doing another Pay What You Want stream this week, so keep an eye out for that. I will see you guys next time. Take care, do something that makes you happy, and tell someone you love them today.